Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I return to my mission of collecting every chess.com achievement, and today we're collecting Dangerous Intersection for playing 4-player chess. My side quest will also be to actually win first place. Let's get started with game number 1. Alright, game number 1, we get the yellow pieces, which means we move third. We have a 1900, 1700, almost 1800, and 16 something as an opponent. I'm 1700, so I'm in the lower middle of this field. Let's start with this move. I just like the idea of quickly having some scope on the position. We see that all three of these players seem to be going for a similar strategy. Well, minus blue. Yellow and green, or rather red and green, I'm yellow, seem to be going just for the classic pawn push. I'm just going to develop my pieces normally. We'll see if red continues with this idea. They do. They're about to promote. You need to cross this little center dot right here, so they need to push 1, 2 to actually promote the pawn. Let's continue with normal development. I don't know if this is actually optimal. It's been a while since I've played 4-player chess. We probably should be going for a pawn push of our own, but we're kind of hoping, I guess, that blue will stop it. So if we get a pawn push again supported by the rook, maybe the opponent can play here and actually block that promotion. They do. Okay, that works out pretty neatly. As far as our plan goes, let's play this, because our bishop is protected by a queen, but our opponent's bishop is protected by a king. So we could actually get a kingside attack, I guess you could call it, started on this side of the board. Red now having to rethink what their plan is, because this kind of just reached a dead end. It's more than well protected. All right, blue pushes a pawn as well. I'm going to go ahead and capture, and green pre-moves the recapture. We now have 5 points on the board. Bishops are worth 5 in this variant, just like rooks. Just because of how big the board is, they're naturally a little more powerful than they would be on an 8x8 grid. But it does mean that green and myself are actually down compared to our opponents. We do have the points to compensate for it, and this is a point-based game at the end of the day. But we do have, I guess you could say, one less piece than red and blue. Red is also using up a whole lot of time here, down now to 20 seconds. You do only get a minute of base time. You do get 7 seconds back for every turn. So every time you make a move, you get an extra 7 seconds added to your clock. But we're cutting it close here, now down to 10 seconds, under 10 seconds. And finally we get a move, again, still looking for that pawn push. And the cool thing is you can also think while your opponents are thinking. So all this time red still gets to think before it's back to their turn. And I should probably be doing a little more thinking myself. Let's do a little pawn push. I mean, eventually we'll probably have to play for a promotion of some kind. Okay, we do get this capture. Hopefully blue doesn't target us because we will have to capture back. Okay, and blue actually goes for green, which is kind of rare. Oh, actually, no, going for red, I guess, makes more sense. Let's go ahead and recapture. Again, we do get 5 more points, but now both of us are missing both of our bishops, and red and blue have yet to trade anything off. Okay, it seems that red has just hung the rook. What kind of 1900 is this? Okay, let's play for a little attack. Let's go. Actually, no, we're dropping this pawn to blue. Okay, let's play this first. I'm genuinely curious what's going on with red. Maybe somebody's playing on their account. Oh, red also says blue is the dumbest player ever in chat, which is not particularly nice. I'm not really sure what is going on with red today, but I've seen nicer players before. At this point, I kind of hope they flag because they're just being a bad sport about this. Okay, they push another pawn, which seems to be one of the few things they know how to do. We're now waiting for blue. Hopefully blue doesn't engage in chat. Okay, red says, but he killed my rock, so I am dumber. Well, I'm glad you brought your pet rock to the game. Obviously, he was referring to the rook there, but I don't really know what kind of low-level trolling this is. Come on, blue, don't engage. Just think about your move, find the best move. Castle, I don't know. Okay, red says, so red is the new dumbest? Oh, is he being like, only until somebody else make a dumb move with no B? Okay, I'm not really sure what's happening, but red is super low on time. Blue is now also very low on time, hopefully not because they're in chat trying to argue back. Okay, they're now under 10 seconds. Blue, what happened? No, blue, don't take it personally. Oh, blue has to put something on the board here or else the king is just... Oh, the king is just going to be moved by an AI, and blue here forfeits on time. Okay, so basically now it's a hunt to see who gets that king first, because unfortunately it is being moved by an AI now, but you can still get points for it. So let's play this. In the perfect world, red just kind of does nothing, but alternatively, they could just take and go straight for the king. Okay, they do nothing. Can I take here without the AI actually taking back? Okay, let's start by taking here. That's step number 1 anyways. Maybe we can play check. I'm not really sure how we actually win the king, because now I'm not sure. I don't know if the king can take back. I'd assume the AI isn't just going to run away the whole time. Let's go ahead and take here, going for the king. We do put it in check. I don't know if red and green realize that this is still worth points. Okay, the king moves out of the way. Okay, it looks like they're both going for promotion, and I don't know if I should be a little bit concerned about that. Okay, none of these pieces are worth anything, but I am still going to take just because my queen is in danger and it puts the king back in check. Okay, the queen promotes, the king takes his own pieces. Sure, why not? Queen is now looking into our position, so let's go ahead and castle. I don't normally castle in this variant. It's usually not a very good idea, but here we are, long castled. Okay, green promotes to a queen as well. Red is still low on time, but now at a more cozy 20 seconds. I mean, arguably more comfortable. Okay, the queen develops, the AI moves the king back. Should we just go for a queen promotion is my question. Oh, let's do it. Let's just push the pawn. Let's just go for it. What's the worst that could happen? They take our pawn and we don't get a queen. We'll just push a different pawn. The knight is still protected by the queen, so that's okay. And I'm genuinely curious to see who's going to get this king first, because it is still worth whatever a checkmate here is worth, 20, 25 points, something like that. Okay, we get another pawn push. AI comes out to play. We get a knight move from red. Interesting. I guess we can just keep pushing. I don't see an issue with that. I mean, green has to tend now to this queen, and red will probably just continue to pursue, or rather, yeah, red will probably just continue to pursue green. So maybe everybody will just leave me alone. Okay, the queen moves in the way of my pawn promoting, king moves out of the way. I'm gonna push it anyways just to have that tension on the board. It's better to have the threat there than to give up on it prematurely. I also have 30 seconds now, actually. So I need to pick up the pace as well. Let's take and put the king in check. King basically can only move back. We'll see what red does about it, because they could cut the king off. I don't know if they have that foresight, but they could if they wanted to. Okay, knight comes out, king comes out, sure. Oh, I can't spend too much time here. Let's just move the rook out of the way, and the idea is the queen is no longer looking at the rook, so now I can do a rook lift and bring another piece into play. I don't actually know if that's going to afford me a checkmate. Oh, did green get the checkmate? Oh, green got the checkmate on the king. Oh, that's awful for us. Okay, so green is now at a clear advantage. The only upside to this is I can promote, but even then, there's just a queen sacrifice, and this queen is only worth 1 point because it's a promoted queen. So this is not looking too hot for us anymore. Let's, what do we do here? Support the knight, I guess? I'm just grasping at straws at this point. I'd like to just have at least green eliminate red before me, but I have fewer pieces, so I'm the more natural target here. We'll see how this works out. Okay, knight comes out to play, threatens my own knight. Okay, I just need to make myself not a target. I'm gonna move back. This is super passive, but I just don't want all eyes on me if I don't have to. And anyways, red has a little less time than us, so maybe we can get them to blunder. Okay, queen comes out. I'm definitely in danger here. I don't know how I defend this. Let's go here. I guess if we drop this, we can take, and that gives check. It's quite difficult to see tactics across such a large board. There's also this idea where they could work together if they really felt like it to eliminate me, but I don't know if green is going to trust red enough for something as bold as that. I mean, it's possible, it's totally possible, it's on the board, but it would take a high level of faith to actually play out, and that's kind of what I want. I want green and red to be at odds. Okay, green actually sees it and moves the king out of the way. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Knight comes out to play as well. Is there any world in which I promote? I don't think so. Let's push this pawn just to have everybody defended. I'm actually losing this promoting pawn as well, I've just realized after making that move. Okay, queen comes out as well. We'll see what red does. Do they take and risk me taking back to allow green to take? I don't know, it's a little bit of a weird situation. Okay, the pawn gets pushed. Interesting. Still doesn't help my case. Okay, you know what? Let's just hold the fort for a little bit. I think eventually red might do something silly enough to where I'm not the prime target. But this is just hopeful at this point. I definitely have fewer pieces. I have a weaker position. My counter attack, if you can even call it that, is meager at best. So we'll see what we can make of this. Let's start pushing some pawns here. Why not do that? That seems reasonable. Okay, red goes back as well. So everybody's playing defense now, except for green, who's still completely eating up the center with all of his pieces. With any luck, somehow we can push these pawns and move their pieces out of the center. Okay, we're getting targeted again on that passed pawn. Maybe we can push it now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's promote. I mean, we can do this trade. That's totally fine. Oh, the pawn takes. Oh, that's so hard to see. All right, I should have kept minding my business. All right, let's keep pushing these pawns. All right, I like this. Red and green are now squabbling. That is very, very promising. Green now down to 10 seconds. I don't know if they're watching their time. Okay, the knight goes back. We're all kind of critically low on time. I'm a little less critical right now, but still at about 30 seconds. I like the sound of this. Let's just keep playing fast. I need to put them under time pressure. That's really my only shot here. Okay, the queen moves forward, which allows this capture. We'll see what red plays here. Hopefully he does something to attack green. Perfect, I take, I get a point, which doesn't really mean much, but now I can keep pushing. Green still hovering around that 10-second mark. Got those 7 seconds back though. We'll see what red intends to do. I'm just gonna keep pushing. I mean, I've put myself in a situation now where everything is just defense, so I have no reason not to just hold down the fort for the rest of the game. I mean, the onus is on them to either overwhelm me or eliminate one another in that time. So let's just hang out here for a little bit. I mean, it's kind of interesting. If green really wanted, they could take this because this is pinned, but they don't see it. They play here instead, or they don't trust me enough, which is probably valid. Okay, we get rook developing, maybe looking for the sacrifice. I don't know if there are back rank ideas here for me. It's a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a long shot, but it's possible it might appear. Okay, let's just double up the rooks. Still don't really see a reason to be concerned, okay? That is that, I guess. Let's play this and slide the queen over, potentially. Okay, I love what I'm seeing. They're just totally bickering with one another on this side of the board. We need more of that action. In fact, green has actually lost a lot of weight, I guess you could call it, in terms of pieces. And all we've done is just hang out. We're just having a good old time over here. In fact, I'm going to play this little sneaky move and get back rank if they allow me to. Okay, it's back to being my turn. Green is in check, so I can play this. And green has no choice but to move the king away, because there's no way the queen can defend. Nice. All right, red. Don't do me dirty. Give me my queen. You know I've earned it. You know I deserve it. Just take the knight. I'll take the queen. You can take my knight. We'll call it even. We will have dethroned green. Nice. Perfect. All right, I like this little deal that red and I have going on. I'm still ahead on points. Oh wait, did red take here? Why didn't you just... All right, well, they didn't take the knight after all, so it wasn't exactly a deal, but it worked out in our favor, so that's good. We'll see eventually if maybe we can get this capture. I mean, I don't want to step outside of my boundaries because that's what's gotten me in trouble up until now, especially with these queens flying around. So let's just step back. Oh, wait, that's a pre-move. It's still red's turn. We'll see what red does here. Maybe a pawn push? I don't know. Okay, knight goes back. Let's just move backwards. I now have a full, comfortable minute and 21 seconds on the clock. The only issue is I basically need a checkmate if I want to have a shot at first place. Because with 20 points, I'm comfortably in second. But if I don't get a checkmate, or even worse, if red gets a checkmate, then I will be comfortably in third, basically. So, all right, we get this pawn push again. Can I not just take? If I take, what could green possibly do? Annoy red? I mean, red has to move anyways, so let's just do that. Check, give me the point. Ah, and green puts red in check as well, so, oh, we might actually be going for the checkmate right now as it is. Okay, the king moves over. Do I want to support this? Yes, let's bring the queen into play. Actually, wait, green is looking at this. Yeah, I think that's fine though. Let's play here with the idea that green will take and I can take this pawn. Okay, so now we're sort of dethroning red, who only has 20 seconds on the clock. I do feel pretty good about my king position. We do get knight back, which is a little bit unfortunate. Do we sack or do we just take the pawn? I think we just take. I mean, it's defended right now. It almost certainly won't last. This rook is maybe trapped, but we're at least defended at the moment. Okay, green comes in and threatens our knight. What kind of threat could red make? Like this, threaten the rook so that green is looking at... Wow, okay, I predicted it, which is not particularly helpful, but I did predict it. Okay, if I sack... Green takes, red takes. That doesn't look too good for me. I don't really think I have too many. Oh wait, I can play check. Let's at least try that first. Maybe I can flip the script a little bit back onto green. Oh, the queen is immediately targeted and we drop the rook. All right, there's no flipping any script. I went out too far and I immediately paid for it. All right, we're going back to defense mode. Okay, let's push a pawn, I guess. Okay, green follows suit. We'll keep pushing. Until I see a concrete threat, I don't think there's a reason to be too scared. Okay, promotion here. Well, there's the concrete threat I was asking for. I guess I could still take. We'll see what red is thinking here. Okay, red playing it on the edge here. I'm just going to take this pawn. Wow, green with the pre-move. Is there something that red can do here that would make me not want to take? Well, they only had 16 seconds to find it if it was on the board. There's now some kind of scary check ideas. I don't know how concrete they are, but they're there. Green has also comfortably built their time back up to 44 seconds. Really, it's just red that's kind of hanging tight a little bit. All right, we get a knight move. Ooh, we get a queen promotion. How interesting can we make this? How about check? Just to keep it interesting, we defend the rook, we put the green king in check. They are threatening to take on this pawn because there's two different attackers and only one defender, but we can probably just push it. Okay, the king does move out of the way. Red is probably now the strongest army. I would put myself maybe in second, although my king position is a little questionable. Okay, we get put in check. Let's use the king instead to defend, which is a couple of words that I never really like to say. Usually if your king is part of the defense, it's probably not a very good defense, but it's necessary in this position as far as I can tell. Okay, we do get the capture anyways. We'll see how hard red pushes. We'll just take back. Oh, green comes in with the attack. Red puts us in check. I guess, oh wait, do we have to move back here? Maybe we can block with the queen. Let's do that. Block with, oh no, block with the queen loses us points. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we'll move back for this one. Okay, the queen takes. We have to look for a counterattack. That's basically our only chance here. Oh, nice! Red does the same. Can I put him in mate? Nice! I take away the mate. Okay, now I have 51 points, and red only has 15. So, what happened? Oh, yes, we won! By 1 point, we take away the victory. So it auto-forfeited. We auto-claimed the victory because since checkmates are only worth, what, like 20 points or something like that, red is just way too far behind to catch up to us. Now, that has worked against our favor in the past, which has been frustrating. But for once, it actually worked in our favor that we understood how many points we needed. All right, with that, not only do we play our game of 4-player chess, we do win it in spectacular fashion. We had everything from trash talk to crazy sacrifices to a ridiculous comeback right at the very end. Let's go ahead and make sure that we actually got that award now. You have to be kidding me. This is the second time now that I've made one of these videos and I don't get the award. I think the last time was Mixmaster. We played 10 games of Chess 960. If you guys saw that video, you already know this, but we played our 10 games and we never got the award. And I even said that I would pin a comment saying if we ever got the award. We still haven't. And Dangerous Intersection is now the second one. Maybe I need to refresh the page. Nope, nothing there. All right. Looks like we're calling it here. Last time I ended up talking with an AI bot. If you guys want to go see that, I'll add it in the description or something. In the Chess 960 video, I ended up talking to an AI bot and we basically confirmed that if you don't get it automatically, the odds that support will actually give it to you are pretty darn low. So same thing applies today, I guess. If we do finally get this award, I will pin it. It'll be top comment saying that we actually got Dangerous Intersection. And if we don't, then you just won't see it there, I guess. Anyways, we'll sum this up as the journey is more than the achievement. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Let me know down below what other achievement I should try for, and I will see you guys in the next one.